Good evening, high school sports fans, and welcome again to another edition of the Big Time Sports. I'm the mellow tones of Charlie Jones, and wow, have we got a schedule again this week. This is one of the many reasons they call us Big Time Sports. Now, tonight, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk to the 14U Lady Rebels softball squad, coached by Kevin Herron. They'll be here when we come back from this very next break. So stay right there. We're going to talk travel softball 14U with the Lady Rebels. Now here we go. Wednesday night, we will be at Thurman Munson Stadium. It's the Jackson Polar Bears against the Perrysville, whatever they are. They're the Perrysburg Yellow Jackets. So Wednesday night, it's baseball from Thurman Munson. That's Division I baseball. It'll be Jackson against Perrysburg here on the Big Time Sports. Now, after that baseball game Wednesday night, Friday and Saturday, we'll be doing 4 state tournament games softball. So listen to this. For you Dover fans, you got it. The Dover Tornadoes against Western Brown, baby. The Tornadoes, hot to trot in a state semifinal. The Big Time Sports guys will be there. We are going to do a delayed stream for you, okay? A delayed live stream. So what that means is, as soon as the game is over, boom, baby, we are going to put it up so you can watch it. So, that game starts, let's see, that game starts about 10 o'clock in the morning. So Friday at 12:30, repeat, Friday at 12:30, watch the live stream Dover Western Brown game. Then, of course, we're going to replay it at 4 o'clock that afternoon again. That's 2 times Friday. And then the next morning at 9, we're going to show it again. So, Dover against Western Brown, live stream delayed on the first airing, and then the second 2 are replays. So be there or be square. Then how about them Garaway Pirates? Who would have thought the Garaway Pirates would get hot like they are now? The Pirates are hot to trot, and the Pirates are in the state semifinal. They will lock horns with the Gibsonburg Golden Bears, all right? It's the Gibsonburg Golden Bears softball squad. Now, we're going to do that one on a delayed live stream. So what that means is at 7:30 Friday night, you can go to our Big Time Sports YouTube and watch it live. We're going to launch it at 7:30. Then later that night at 11, we're going to replay it again. And then, of course, Saturday at 5 o'clock, we're going to show you that Golden Bears Garaway Pirates softball state semifinal again. So each time we do the game now, that's 3 different showings you're going to get. And it's all happening at Big Time Sports and at the Big Time Sports YouTube. Then we're going to do a couple Federal League state tournament games. How about the Perry Panthers? Man, we saw them. We did them a couple times this season. They are hot at the right time. The Perrysburg Panthers will take on Painesville Riverside, and that Riverside team, they tell me, is really, really tough. So you can watch that one Saturday afternoon at 2, and again Monday at 4 p.m. And last, but certainly not least, the Jackson Polar Bear softball team. Now, usually it's the baseball team that goes deep, deep into the state tournament. This year, the Jackson Polar Bear girls softball team is going to join the boys. It's going to be the Jackson Polar Bears against Centerville. That's high school softball. You can watch that one Saturday night at 8 and again Sunday at 12:30. Now, all of this, of course, I know you're at home. You're trying to write this down real quick. Make it easy on yourself. Go to BigTimeSportsOhio.com. That's our Facebook, BigTimeSportsOhio.com, and check it out. Everything you want to know about what's going on this week in high school sports is right here. So we're going to step back, take a quick break. When we come back, Coach Kevin Herron and I will talk about the 14U Lady Rebels. We'll be back after you watch this from our good friends at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Wendy's has a fresh JBC or double stack in the app for only $1. In fact, they're so fresh, this JBC is still getting made. There she is. Show off. For the freshest deals on what you love, gotta be Wendy's. Wendy's has a fresh JBC or double stack in the app for only $1. In fact, they're so fresh, this JBC is still getting made. There she is. Show off. For the freshest deals on what you love, gotta be Wendy's.
We are back again on the Big Time Sports TV network, and tonight, as advertised, as we promised, we've got head coach Kevin Herron and his rough and tough 14U Lady Rebels. And with me now in this opening segment, Coach Kevin Herron. And Coach, welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show.
Thanks for having us, Charlie.
Kevin, this young lady seated between us.
Yes.
You know her a lot better than I do. You spend a lot more time with her than I do. So why don't you tell everybody out there in TV land who this young lady is?
So this young lady is first year with us, Stevie Busby. She's pretty much a utility player, outfield catcher, anywhere but pitcher. I could stick her and she's going to perform very well.
Okay, so have you got a nickname for her? I realize, of course, it's early in the season. Have you got a nickname or just a little bit of dirt we can throw out there? Wait a minute. I got one for you. How about a center field fly ball? Huh? How would that be?
I knew he was going to bring that up, Charlie.
I know you did. You don't have to tell us.
No, but no. I don't know if she'll wear a visor out in the outfield anymore, at least that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
We'll leave it at that. How's that?
Hey, so Stevie Busby.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm tickled pink that you're a Claymont girl. Yeah, I mean, seriously, because don't have too many Claymont softball players on the TV show. So your first year with Coach?
Yes, it is.
Okay, how do you get to pick the team you want to play on, or how is that? Either one of you can answer that. How did Busby end up with the Lady Rebels?
We advertised some tryouts and put it on Facebook, and she reached out, came to the tryout, and here she is.
And here she is.
Here she is.
Okay, so Stevie, how did it go at Claymont this season?
At Claymont, it was pretty good. We don't have a middle school team, but the high school itself, they did very well. I will say myself, they had great pitchers, great catchers. Infield had great defense, and let's not even get started on their batting average. They did amazing with batting.
Okay, so you just graduated from Claymont, or you're going to graduate like 3 years from now?
I'm going to graduate 3 years from now.
3 years from now. I keep forgetting this is only 14U.
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking high school softball,
Yeah, so
and here sits Stevie Busby. So, Stevie, what position do you play for Coach Herron?
So as he said earlier, I am a utility player, but mainly I am a center fielder and a catcher for him.
Okay, Coach,
Yes.
where do you think her strong suit is? Is she best behind the plate? It's early in the season, or is she shopping in the gap out there in center field?
I tell you, the comforting thing with her, it don't matter. I can put her wherever. It's her speed that I really like. She's fast on the bases.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you like to get her on?
Yes.
Hey, so do you know what the steal signal is?
Yes.
Well, but wait a minute. Don't tell it here because all the other coaches will be watching here, right? Huh?
Yep.
So where would you rather play? You want to play in the outfield or you want to play behind the plate?
I love both positions so much, but just from experience, I've had more experience out in outfield. So although catching is a strong suit for me, just for the beginning of the season, I would say center field is something I would start off with.
Coach, you've said this past weekend you got a couple games in.
Yep.
So how's the team look on a scale of 1 to 10? How they looking?
I'm gonna go day by day. Friday, we scored a 10.
Oh,
we
10,
did.
you had a
We
perfect
did.
10. All right, then, so you were up here. Now tell me what's
Yeah.
next.
So Saturday, we had one game on Saturday, and we were about a 1.
A 1.
Yeah,
It's
we
one
had
of those games.
It was one of those games we had a bad first inning, and if you take the top half of that first inning, we were competitive. It was tight. You know, it was right there. We played actually a local team, the Stangs from Claymont.
Okay.
They got a lot of freshmen that played on the high school team. Very good ball team. They just come out and took advantage of some mistakes we made and laid one to us. And then come into Sunday, and the team that had Friday was there. We lost our first game 1-0 to the team that eventually won it. But we played very, very well.
Stevie, how many games do the Lady Rebels play this season? Do you have any idea? Coach, is it 20 or 30 games you're going to get in?
Probably about 25 to 30 games.
Wow, that's a lot of softball and a lot of time,
Yeah.
you know, from these kids.
Yep.
Hey, so Stevie, do you work part-time anywhere during the summer months?
I do not. I do spend a lot of time. I dedicate my time to wrestling. I do a lot of workouts for both softball and wrestling.
Okay. Softball and what?
Wrestling.
Wait a minute. Say that. You said softball and what?
Girls wrestling.
Are you kidding me? You should have told me that she was a wrestler. Huh? Come on.
you
right
could-
here, right now. Come on. Not that kind of wrestling. Wow, no kidding. You're a wrestler?
I am.
You may be the first female wrestler on this TV
Really?
show. Congratulations.
Thank
I'm going to give
you.
you a T-shirt just for that. How
I
about that?
appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, all right. So, Coach, where does the
Yes.
team go from here now? It's early in the season.
Yep.
What do you want to see
We got
next week?
So we got a weekend off this weekend. I gave the girls a weekend off for the state tournaments, just in case someone was in it that they wanted to go see. And then the following weekend, we'll go to the D1 shootout up in North Ridgeville.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That North Ridgeville shootout is always, I know
Yeah,
several local teams that go up to that.
yeah. It's going to be tough.
Yeah. So how do you get to be a better softball player?
I just dedicate a lot with my dad. I dedicate all my time with my dad after school, which I know school's out now, but we would spend all kinds of times at batting practice. He'd always be throwing me pitches for catching and just working out in the gym. Like, that has helped me so much.
Good, good. I'm glad you said that because Dad's, you know, that must mean that he really thinks a lot of you. So, you know, love your dad, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So, Coach, guess what? They're telling me I got to throw it to commercial break.
Yep.
So let's do that. Let's take a break and come back to two more of those rough and tough Lady Rebels. I want to thank Steve Busby, along with Coach Kevin Herron, for taking care of business on the Big Time Sports Show. We'll be back after you watch this from Kevin Herron's favorite automotive dealer. It's Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show tonight. We have got those rough and tough Lady Rebels 14U in the house. In that last segment, we talked a little bit to head coach Kevin Herron, along with utility expert Stevie Busby, the Claymont player. With me now, two more of those rough and tough Lady Rebels. Let's go all the way down to the end of the table, and let's meet my young friend Abby Miller. And Abby, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Abby, how excited are you about being here tonight on the really big time sports TV show?
Oh, I'm very excited.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what are you thinking?
Oh, 10, for sure.
A 10 for sure? You get a t-shirt along with Busby, okay? All right, and in the middle here, wow, they coming from all over the place here. This young lady is a North Canton Hoover Viking, and her name is Grace Anderson. And Grace, also welcome to you, my friend.
Thanks, I'm glad to be here.
All right, so ladies, let's talk Lady Rebel football. How about softball? Forget about the football. Let's talk softball.
Gotcha.
Now, Grace, let's go with you first.
Okay.
How tough is it playing travel ball in the summer months?
It's definitely a different experience from high school, just because the different skill sets and like different players working with people. But I think it's tough, but it's so much fun.
Well, see, a lot of girls that have been in here now have told me that travel ball is the toughest.
Yes.
So, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Probably mostly the travel and teammates that
Yeah.
you're not used to.
Mm-hmm.
How does that affect your play out there?
I think it really challenges me trying to almost compete with the different players, because I have to like go up to their level on like how good they are so that we compete as a team well. High school, it's kind of you're getting a whole bunch of people that are different in skill sets, but in this one, it's like a good fit to your team.
Okay, Grace, where do we find you on the field for the Lady Rebels?
Usually first base, I would say.
First base?
Yeah.
And you said usually.
Usually. He will throw me at third sometimes.
You say that with a little bit of hesitation.
I'm just not as much as first. I definitely prefer first more, but I will still gladly go to third base.
You see, what do you play for the Vikings?
Third base.
Third base,
Yes.
okay. All right, so let's go down to your teammate. Give her a little bit of airtime. Abby Miller, where do you play for the Lady Rebels?
Pitcher utility. So.
Pitcher and utility?
Yeah.
Now, what do you want to do? You want to play utility or want to be in the circle?
I'll go both, but I like pitching.
Yeah.
I'll be whatever.
Okay,
yeah.
so what about everybody in the bleachers screaming your name, and when you throw a bad pitch, somebody's going to say, yeah. A lot of pressure out there when you're in the circle.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of pressure, but you just gotta move through it.
And you play for what high school?
Marietta.
You
middle
play.
school.
You go all the way down to the river?
Yeah.
I bet you're just tickled pink to find indoor plumbing and modern day lighting here on this show, aren't you?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes.
Boy, am I glad you're all the way down there and you couldn't punch me on that one. Hey, so Abby, are you a Marietta high school gal?
Yes.
What do you play for them?
So softball and volleyball, but I'm pitcher utility for softball too. So.
What does Mom and Dad say about driving to this place called Dover and New Philly when you live clear down 77 on the border of Skunk Hollow?
Oh, they're very supportive of my sports.
So they don't mind driving you here and there and everywhere, right? Huh?
I guess not.
Okay, all right. So let's go back to Grace now. Now, Grace, how can you improve your game?
I think I'm a very mental person, so I feel like that I have the skills usually, but I get in my head a lot. So I think I could, if I can overcome that, then I think I'd be all set.
Have you ever been in the batting cage at Massarelli Baseball?
I think so.
You know,
Possibly.
he's got a location in Akron, and he's got a new location right here in Bolivar. I asked because they give a lot of batting instructions there.
Right. Yeah, I have a hitting coach that I go to, and I really like her, so I'll have to check that out.
Okay. Abby Miller, you're the one doing all the traveling. That reminds me, you got a suitcase ready every day to go wherever the game is. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Do your parents come to get to a lot of your games?
Oh yeah, they're very supportive.
Oh, that's
Yes.
great. That's really great that they can come and watch you after traveling all that way. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so Abby, how's your game so far? Give me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how's your game so far?
Good. I always put in effort every game, 100%. I feel like it's a lot of mental too, so just overcoming the mental state of it. But yeah.
If Abby Miller was not playing travel softball this summer, what would Abby Miller be doing? Are you a tap dancer?
No.
Huh?
No.
Okay, are you a artist? Are you a piano player? What would you be doing if you weren't playing softball?
I would be putting in work for other things. So like volleyball is another big sport that I do. So I'd be
Okay.
putting in work for volleyball if I wasn't
All
doing
right.
softball.
Gracie, what about you? What does Gracie Anderson do when she's not playing softball?
I really like to read. I'm a big reader.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. You keep on reading because that'll really help you, throughout
Yeah.
life. Well, ladies, guess what? They telling me that I got to throw it to a break and bring up two of your teammates, but I want to thank Abby Miller. Abby, if you like these indoor amenities here, smile. Look, there she is. All right, comes all the way from Marietta. Wow, thank you for joining us. And Grace Anderson, we're going to see you because we do a lot up there at North Canton Hoover High School, okay? So there you have it, Abby and Gracie. We'll be back with two of their teammates after you watch this from Stevie Busby's favorite automotive dealer. It's Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
It's always that personal touch that they know you.
Primetime has people that can help you through every step of the way, and when you're my age, you need that extra help.
You don't want a lot of questioning when you're already dealing with a medical issue. Primetime is trying to help us get down the road as long as we can.
And if you're not in the right situation, a senior can lose everything. I feel with Primetime we picked the best program.
I wanted something that I could learn a little bit more about what I was passionate about.
I wanted to learn a trade that would always be in demand.
Buckeye has so many opportunities for everyone.
You're here because you want to do what you came here to do.
This is the best choice that I've made. I just think it's set me up to be a better person.
We are back for the final inning on tonight's Big Time Sports TV show. We have been talking 14U softball with the Lady Rebels. With me now on this final segment, I'm going to tell you that my old buddy Bug, you say Bug, Charlie? I said, yes, Bug. My old friend Hallie Argenbright is in town tonight. And Hallie, welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show.
Yep, thank you for having me.
I think you get more airtime than I do. You've been here so many times.
Right?
All right, now, Bug, I'm going to give you a little job that you are going to love. You're going to get your arms around this. You're going to love this.
Okay.
I'm going to let you introduce your teammate here to everybody out there in TV land. Now, nickname, funny story. Give us a little dirt on this young lady. By the way, what's her nickname?
Baywatch.
Wait a minute. Baywatch.
Yep.
Why Baywatch?
It's because when she jogs, she runs like the lifeguards in slow motion that are on the show Baywatch.
Can you give us just a quick glimpse of how Baywatch runs the bases? Show it.
Show it.
You don't have to stand up. Just.
She kind of like.
Oh.
You know.
Right. Okay. All right. And her real name is what?
Lily Anderson.
All right. And Lily, welcome to the Big Time Sports Show.
Thank you for having me.
So you're a Fort Fry girl.
Yes, sir.
Well, welcome to beautiful Tuscarawas County. Okay. So, ladies, let's talk Lady Rebel softball. And Bug, you've been here before. How's it looking for the Lady Rebels this season?
I think it's going very good so far, even though we've had one tournament all together, basically. I think we're going super good. We all have positive attitudes, even when we're down. We're never really, like, punishing each other or trying to, like, start fights with anybody. We're just all positive and just...
That's right. A team that sticks together, right,
Yep.
goes a long way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Argie, or I should say Bug, where are we going to find you on the field for Coach Kevin Herron?
I'm normally at the pitcher or, like, just anywhere, honestly.
You're another one of those UT.
Yep.
UT girls like Busby,
Mhm.
right? You can play you anywhere?
Yep.
Do you like pitching?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the last time I saw you. I was pitching over there in that tournament
Yep.
at Central Catholic. Let's go over here now and talk to Lily. You want me to call you Lily or you want me to call you Baywatch? Huh?
I'm fine with either.
Okay, cool. Lily, how's your season going?
My season is doing very well. Had many good plays, and hitting is really coming along.
How do you get hooked up with the Lady Rebels when you are clear down there, just right across the pasture, okay, from our young friend Abby Miller?
Well, Kevin puts out a lot of tryouts, and my father, he hooked up, and and I got a tryout, and then Kevin gave me this great opportunity to play with his team.
Okay, so what position do you play for the Lady Rebels?
I'm a catcher and utility.
You're a catcher
Mhm.
and utility. Boy, I'll tell you what, this team's full of utility players, isn't it? And that's good. Somebody gets hurt, need somebody to step in there, right?
Yep.
Okay, so how do you improve your game, Baywatch? You say you're having a pretty good season so
Mhm.
far. How do you go to the next level?
It's a lot of knowing your level and pushing past what you can do. We have a lot of practices, and we do a lot of works out, and
Do you make it to every practice?
we try to.
I was going to say, because, it's not like you're living down the street. You're living all the way down there in beautiful Fort Fry country, right? Okay, Bug, my young friend, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your game? Where are you at right now?
I'd give myself like an 8 because I keep my head pretty well. It's just there's some things I can improve on.
And what are those?
Pitching, honestly, I need to find my snap a lot of times. I don't get in my head. I just get worked up with everything going on, and I just kind of rush myself, and I just sometimes need to stay back and get a deep breath.
Okay, so you're from Strasburg. So what do you do if you're not playing softball? See, I know you girls are athletes, but I like to go beyond knowing you as an athlete. I want to know, what you're doing in your life and where you're going.
And I just play volleyball and stuff.
Okay. All right, and what about our young friend from Fort Fry? What are you doing, Lily?
I'm doing volleyball, and we're doing a bunch of hangouts and swimming.
Okay, so got any big games coming up this weekend, ladies? What are they? Just regular season stuff?
Yep.
Okay, and you're both ready to go. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, so the Lady Rebels now will be playing pretty much all summer long,
Mhm.
and you'll be doing that all summer long. When do you go back now? When does your season end? Is there any time between your softball season with the Lady Rebels and your first day of school? Okay, all right. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's do this. Let's do something real easy. Now, ladies, it's time to close the door on the Big Time Sports Show, and I need you to help me out. Baywatch, are you in?
Yes, sir.
What about you, Bug?
Oh, yeah.
All right, ladies, here we go now. Keep your socks high.
Your powder dry.
And bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.